Hi all, I'm back again. I thought I'd put together this little video because I've just had an interaction online that I thought was important to discuss. As you can see, I'm a supporter of Sea Shepherd, and the question that came up was, why do so many animal rights people support Sea Shepherd since they're not an animal rights group? They don't advocate for animal rights because although they are, out there doing what they can for many ocean and marine life, unfortunately most of their campaigns are surrounding tackling things like illegal fishing, illegal whaling, and within the law, but certainly not for the abolition for those things first and foremost. I'm certain that that's something that they would love to happen, but this woman was quite right. They are not an animal rights group in all their entirety, and they're not necessarily promoting veganism as well. So I believe on their ships they eat only vegan. I thought I would just talk about why I support them. So Sea Shepherd do really great work for our oceans and their marine life. They bring awareness to parts of the world that none of us will ever see, and some of the most vulnerable because of them being so hidden away from us in their magnificent world underneath the ocean. I think it's important to understand that the ocean is the heart of the planet, and without a healthy ocean, we're not going to have a healthy planet, and therefore, our demise is close. So the ecological structure of the ocean is super important to fight for, and we do so much damage from land to the ocean that it's important to keep fighting for it. It's a bit bright. So Sea Shepherd was one of the organisations that I looked into getting involved in because I really enjoyed, first and foremost, they do debris cleanups on beaches, and although some people might think it's pretty pointless picking up rubbish that's going to go in a bin that could potentially end up back in the ocean, but for me, I feel like if it means that I pick up that rubbish and within an hour it didn't find its way to the ocean and an animal didn't eat it and die, well then I might be prolonging its destination of back out into the ocean. But not only that, it's a good reminder of what our footprint is and our impact on this planet. So that was the first step I took into Sea Shepherd at the Adelaide chapter, and then I was in a part of the Great Australian Alliance, which was made up of Sea Shepherd and a number of other organisations that were fighting because BP wanted to drill in the Great Australian Bight, one of the most pristine coastlines in the planet, on the planet, and untouched by man. Now, when I was presenting to other people that were concerned about this particular situation and proposal that was happening within the South Australian government, I was well aware that Sea Shepherd, was promoting, the oil to not be drilled because obviously we wanted to eliminate any possible threat of an oil spill happening, and also because it was, it's a known nursery for whales and dolphins, etc. But not only that, they did promote that, it was, there were so many communities and local people that were reliant on the fishing in that area. So that's something that doesn't sit well with me, because obviously I don't believe that we need to hurt, harm, eat, kill any animals at all. So as an animal rights activist, that was actually painful, that part, but I just chose to not educate people using that small segment. I just went around the other elements that were simply important to me. So I guess what I'm trying to get across is, you may be involved in some organisations that aren't entirely what you hope this world will be about, but they may have the drive, the funds, and the presence politically to make some real changes. And so my advice is, give those groups a try. get involved in the campaigns that are close to your heart. But if there's campaigns that, you know, rub you up the wrong way, you don't have to be a part of those, and you can let them know that you're not interested, or you don't have to say anything at all. Or you can tap out from those organisations at any time. Don't feel obliged to stay with an organisation purely because of the bells and whistles and you know, you think, well, you thought it was right, and now it's no longer right to your new you know, values and morals. So in saying that, I'm going to still continue to support Sea Shepherd for the time being, and hopefully some of their campaigns, you know, are actually going to encourage people to look at animals, not just the big ones, the little ones as well. So if not, they're going to have a pesky vegan in their midst that's going to remind them that all animals are equal. So keep being amazing, keep being an activist. Peace, love, vegan.